Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back. And I'm sure you're all having a lovely day today. So today as you all can see, we have, we're going to discuss about articles. So articles. So yesterday I went to see a movie. The movie was not so good. And I thought I had an idea that maybe I should stop watching movies and watch maybe the web series that are there. So why am I telling you all this? Because I thought you would notice the articles that I used in these sentences. Yesterday I watched a movie. So what did I do? A movie. The movie was not very good. So the first time I said a movie, any movie. I just wanted to watch any movie. The movie was not good. Now in the second sentence I'm talking about that particular movie that I watched, the specific movie. The movie that I watched was not good. Then I had an idea. An, that is, why does an come here? Why is the used in the second sentence and not a? So we're going to look at all these things because these are the articles. It's not coming? Okay? Now, yeah. So again, this is the third time. Good morning everyone. I think this is the right time. And yeah, my voice was reaching you all. You couldn't see me, but then that's okay as long as you could see the board. Okay, so today we're going to discuss about articles a and the. When do we use a, when do we use the, and when do we use an? So most of you probably know this already. It's not something new that you're learning just today, but this is a sort of a revision for those who already know, and for those who are a little confused, your confusion will be removed. Today you will have no more doubts on articles because today for the test you have articles also. So please listen carefully, note down the points wherever you think, oh. So what is an article? An article is a word that comes before a noun. That is, whenever we are talking about any noun, a and the boy, a bee, an apple. So a and the in English are small words which are called articles. They generally come before nouns and adjectives. Let's see how that happens. So English has two articles, the, a and an. A and an are considered to be one because it has, English has two articles, definite article and indefinite article. That is, whenever you specify something, it is a definite article. The boy who fell down. You're talking about somebody, specific boy who fell down. Or you could be saying, a boy fell down today. That means you don't know who, but somebody fell down today. A boy fell down today. So that is a general article. So when it's a specific, you use the, and when you're not specifying anyone, you use a or an. When do you use a and when do we use an? We'll just see in a moment. So a definite article is the, to refer to specific or particular nouns. Like we say the Taj Mahal. Why do we say Taj Mahal? There's only one of its kind in the whole world. We say the sun, the moon, or the stars, or the sky, because they are unique, they are one of a kind. So those things which are unique, which are special, also take the. And a or an is an indefinite article. Let's see the difference here. Let's read the book. Let's read the book. Means you could be showing some book or saying, holding a book and saying, let's read the book. Means this specific book. The next sentence, let's read a book. It could be any book. Let's read any book. When you say a book, it means any book. Let's look at some examples of using a, an or the. So a or an is not used for not for specific objects. They could be for similar things of a similar type. I need a phone. That is used the first time we introduce an object. I need a phone. Next sentence, if you're continuing with the phone has to have 3G speed. Okay, the phone should be a smartphone. So the first time you're introducing the topic, I need a phone, you're introducing an object, you use a. The second time you're talking about the same object, you use the. I need a phone, the phone needs to be a smartphone. Understand? So a you use when you introduce an object for the first time. And I saw a movie last night. For instead of I saw one movie last night, we say a. I ate a banana yesterday. So you use a also instead of number. Instead of saying one, you're saying a banana. A girl came home, or a girl fell down yesterday. You're talking about one girl who fell down. They bought a computer. That means indicate a one in a she used a synonym for number one, and she is a singer. Okay, from a group you identify someone. She is a singer. So identify some person also, you use a. Similarly, when we use the, we use for specific objects. Both the speaker and the listener. Give me the books on the table, or put the books on the table. The table, not a table. We're both talking about the same table, the table. Used when we mention the subjective again, like, you know, can you give me books, give me the books on the table, from the table. And the movie is based on real life incident. Okay, whenever we use plural country names like the Netherlands, when we say USA, whenever we say the USA, generally country names do not take the. You do or any article. You don't say the India or a India. You just say India. So most countries, all countries do not take any article. But countries which have united or generally united, or which are in the plural, like Netherlands, Maldives, you can put the, you can add the. The Netherlands is famous for its tulips, or the Maldives is a good place to holiday. So whenever you have a plural in the country name, you can use the. Also, whenever you say, you know, United States of America, you're not talking of just America, you're talking about the United States, different states. So you can say the United States of America. You cannot say the America. If you say only America, you have to just say America, no a and the. But if you say the United States of America is correct. The United Kingdom is correct. The United Arab Emirates is correct. So do you understand? When you're talking about united something, then you can use the. The Netherlands. Use before certain adjectives to give a plural meaning. Sometimes, you know, you can use the to generalize a group of things or people. The rich are very rich in India. So when we say the rich, we're not talking about just the rich, we're talking about the group of people who are rich. The poor are in a very sad state during the corona. The poor, the rich, you can use the to identify a group of people. So definite article, when do you use? You use the definite article when you mean one particular thing. Okay, you have identified something, give me a bottle. When I say give me a bottle, I will say give me any bottle. Okay, give me the bottle. When I say I'm either pointing out to something or I have already spoken about that bottle, give me a bottle, and then the bottle should be of pink color. So when I'm talking about the bottle the second time, I say the. Understand? So give me, let's look at some examples. Please give me the hammer. He's talking about a special hammer, or the hammer that is there or which the person can see. Give me the hammer. Please give me the red hammer. See, the is used before a noun. This is a noun and this is an adjective and this is a noun. So it can be used before an adjective also. The blue one is too small. Please give me the large nail. Give me the hammer and the nail. They are talking about some specific hammer and specific nails. That's why they are using the. These sentences could even be written with give me a hammer or give me a red hammer, any red hammer. Okay, give me a large nail, a nail which is large, or give me a hammer and a nail. So when we are talking about some specific hammer, some specific nail, we use the. So the definite article the is used for proper nouns in the following cases. When do we use? Before a proper noun, we never use the. You never say in my name, if suppose my name is Shailaja, I never say the Shailaja or the Anu. We never use that. Proper nouns or any name, proper nouns never take the. Remember that. Unless it is in plural. You know, last class we studied the Kumars live on Oxford Street. There we did not say the Kumar, we said the Kumars. That is because they are a family. The family of the Kumars live on Oxford Street. So you can say the Kumars or the Pandays or the Reddys, but you cannot say just one person. You can a singular proper noun, you cannot use the. Remember that. And the can be used for the Gulf of Kutch, a group of names of gulfs. The Gulf of Kutch, the Gulf of I don't know, the Gulf of the Bay of Bengal. So the Indian Ocean, oceans, names of oceans, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Arctic, the Indian Ocean. Then the Nicobar Islands, a group of islands. One island you cannot say the. When it's a group of islands, you can call it the Nicobar Islands. Oh, or the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, of course. And the Andaman Sea, the Western Ghats. So then before these, when there are a group of islands, ghats, bays, you can call them, you can start with the, you can add the. And then whenever you are talking about plural, the Freckles, the alligator in the pond, you're talking about a specific alligator in the pond. The breakfast burrito on my plate, you're talking about a special breakfast burrito that you have on your plate. So it is direct and specific. So in these cases, Freckles is plural and alligator and breakfast is you're talking about some specific breakfast and some specific alligator, so we use. Next. So let's look at some more slides on the article the. What are the words or adjectives that take article the? Okay, this is very important. Write it down for your memory so that you know this is where you can go wrong. So the article the. Inventions. Are you seeing two screens or one? One. Okay. Whenever you're talking about inventions, you use the article the, because it is a specific invention. It is difficult for you to live without the computer. Okay, how often do you surf the internet? Or what is the top song on the radio now? The radio, the internet, all these are special inventions, right? Thomas Alva Edison invented the bulb. The bulb. Okay, the electricity was invented, or telephone was invented by, the telephone was invented by Graham Bell. Generally before inventions you put the, remember that. And then superlatives. Whenever you say, this is the best day of my life, this is the best biryani I've ever eaten, or who is the tallest in your family, superlative, tall, taller, tallest. Whenever you're talking about the superlative, the last, the third degree, then you use the. This is the worst thing that happened to me, the worst, the tallest, the best. So in the superlative degree we use the. Then again, unique objects and people. Like I told you, the Taj Mahal, it is a unique object, it is a unique monument, so you use the. The President of India, the world is in danger, the sun is shining, you know, to all the planets, the moon, the Uranus, the Mars, the Saturn, you use the, because they are specific, they are unique, you don't have too many of them. Okay, so you have one, they are one of a kind, so they take in this, the definite article the. And similarly, groups of people like the famous, rich, poor, groups of people also take in the. The famous are happy, or are the famous happy? Here it's a question. What are the rich afraid of? The poor should be treated well by everyone. So these are the poor, the rich. So when you talk about groups of people, you can say the students are in a hurry. Okay, so groups of people also you should use the. Similarly, double comparatives. That is, when you're comparing something, the more you read, the fatter you get. The more you eat, the thinner you get. I don't know. The more you earn, the more you spend. The more you travel, the more you learn. So when you're talking about double comparatives, when you're comparing two things, then you use the word the. And as we already saw, countries with plural names like the Bahamas, the Philippines, the Andamans, the Maldives, the Netherlands, whenever you use the country name comes in plural, you can use the word the. Would you like to travel to the Maldives? Do you know anyone who from the Philippines? Have you ever been to the Bahamas? The matches were played in the West Indies. Okay. Similarly, seas and oceans, the Black Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, we already saw the Indian Ocean. So the names of seas, the Red Sea, the names of seas and oceans, you add the, because they are a specific ocean. And mountain ranges. Would you like to ski in the Alps? Where are the Andes located? Why do people often visit the Himalayas? Here we are not talking about Himalaya. We are talking about the Himalayas. So when you say Himalayas, it is a mountain range. So mountain ranges also take the. But if you say just Himalaya or Mount Everest, you do not, it does not take a specific, it does not take any article. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. So you don't say a Mount Everest or the Mount Everest, you just say Mount Everest. It does not take an article. But mountain ranges do. The Andes, the Alps, the Himalayas are mountain ranges. The Nilgiris are the mountain ranges in the south. Similarly, geographical use of the. When do we use them? As we already saw, names of most countries do not use the. Mexico, America, India, anything. Pakistan, no the. Names of cities or towns, you don't say the Delhi, the Hyderabad, the Kakinada, they do not take the. Names of street, you don't say the Siddhartha Nagar or the I don't know, Washington Boulevard. Okay, Main Street, not the Main Street. Similarly, we don't use the before proper names. You don't say the Kate or the Anu or the Kumar or the Ravi. The proper names or proper nouns do not take the. Africa, Canada, we already saw that. And then names of meals. This is something you must remember. Breakfast, golf, lunch, games also. Basketball, hockey, aerobics, tennis, they do not take the. It's not I love the tennis, wrong. Or I love the cricket, wrong. I love cricket, I love tennis. Or I have had the breakfast, wrong. I have had breakfast. I'm going to lunch, not I'm going to the lunch. So basketball, aerobics, tennis, golf are all names of games. Games do not take the, or any article in fact. And breakfast and lunch also do not take the, or dinner do not take the. Can we have the video please? Okay, direction of regions also do not take, after this slide we'll play it. Okay. So let's see the video. I'm sure you will, whatever I've said, it is reiterated. You will learn more, take down the points as you see the video.
had two glass jars, a red one and an amber one. The amber jar was very expensive. We use the when there is only one such thing. For example, the moon, the sun, etc. We use the when naming a noun that refers to an entire group of its kind. For example, the whale is a mammal. We use the before ordinal numbers before superlative adjectives. For example, the second seat in that row is mine. You are the best. We do not use the definite article the before names of games. We use the with the following proper nouns.
బయటికి పంపించింది బయటికి
Names
తలుపు
of
తీసి బయటికి
oceans.
తోసే.
The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. Names of rivers and seas. The Ganges is a sacred river. Names of deserts. The Thar Desert is in western India. Names of landmarks. I live behind the fire station. Names of monuments. The Taj Mahal is an epitome of love. Names of natural wonders. The Niagara Falls are in North America. Names of places containing the word of. The United States of America is a democratic country. Names of places ending in plural S. The British Isles are a group of islands off the northwestern coast of Europe. Names of newspapers, magazines and books. The Times of India is a popular English newspaper. Names of hotels and restaurants. The Land's End Hotel is near the shore. We do not use the with the following proper nouns. The names of continents, streams and most countries. Names of lakes and mountains. Names of days, months and festivals. And names of people.
Okay, so as we already saw, all this has been explained. The names of rivers, the Ganga, the Ganges, the Brahmaputra, the Godavari, they take the, and channels and canals like the English Channel, the Panama Canal, all these take the. Okay, and then now let's go to A and An. There was a question there, I'll come to that. Why do we call her a European lady, not an European lady? So we'll just come to that in a moment. So A is an indefinite article, a or an. When do you use a and an? We'll see in a moment. It is very easy. You all know the vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. Right. Here, all the consonant sounds. If A, E, I, O, U are the 5 vowels in the English language, all the, how many alphabets do we have? We have 26, right? So out of 26, there are 5 vowels and all the rest of the 21 alphabets are called consonants. Okay, so they do not have the vowel sound, they are called consonants like every other, like B, C, D, G, H are not telling in that order, L, M, N, O. No, again O is a vowel, so P, Q, R, all these are consonants. So what decides whether it takes a or an is not the spelling, it is the pronunciation. So are you pronouncing it with a vowel? If you get the vowel sound, then it takes an an. If it does not have the vowel sound, it takes an a. So let's look at it with some examples. So does the word begin with a vowel sound? A, E, I, O, U? Then yes, it takes an an. Does it begin with a vowel sound? No, it takes an A. Remember that. It's not the spelling, but the sound. Take care of the sound. Listen to it properly. So, indefinite article is whenever you're talking about any specific. Should I bring a present to the party? A present, any present, or a gift. I'm going to bring an apple pie, not a specific apple pie, any apple pie. So, I'm going to bring an apple pie to the party, whatever. So, whenever it's not specific, you use A. So, please hand me a book. Okay? Hand me a book or a book. A book, it's a singular. So, whenever you use a singular noun, it is A. And please hand me an autobiography. Here, did you see how an is used in front of an autobiography? Why? Because it is an article. I'm sorry, it's a vowel sound. Right? Autobiography. And then somebody called a policeman, per is a consonant. Policeman, per. My daughter really wants a dog. D is a consonant. P is a consonant. Here this has a vowel sound. B is a consonant. So consonant sounds take A and vowel sounds take an. So again, usage: a man, a lamp, a cat, an apple, an eraser, an umbrella. Eraser, apple, umbrella. All umbrella is not umbrella, it is umbrella. Just like an eraser, you say umbrella also. So, but they are all vowel sounds. Here, why are we saying an 80-year-old man, a golden necklace, a pretty girl? Here, 80, spell 80, E-I-G-H-T-Y, A. You're making a vowel sound. So, it's an 80-year-old man. If you say 50, you don't use A. A 50-year-old man, you will use A, 50. F is a consonant sound. Okay? So, why are we using an here? Because 80, A is a vowel sound. You will say a 60-year-old man, a 70-year-old man, but you will say an 80-year-old man. Understand? Similarly, whenever use before words which sound like consonant, even if the vowel first letter is a vowel. A euro. Why do we use euro here? The first letter has the spelling of E, but how do you pronounce it? You pronounce it like euro, right? You pronounce it like Y-O-U. It's not EU, it is euro. So year sound is there, and Y is a consonant sound. Year is a consonant sound. That is why it takes an A and not an. Does this answer your question? Why it is a European lady and not an European lady? Because Europe or European is, the sound is more important, not the spelling. Here, a university. Again, here, university also takes A, because though it is a vowel, it takes the sound of a U, like university. You know, the way you pronounce Y-O-U, that's how you pronounce university, right? It has a year sound, U. So that's why it takes only a and not an. And similarly, I have a first, okay, a first, or it takes A and not an. Similarly, an R. Why does H is actually a consonant sound? When we say height, we pronounce the H, but here when we say R, we do not pronounce the H. H is silent. Whenever there is a silent H, it takes an. It takes the article an. Remember, so whenever you are in doubt, pronounce the word and see how it is pronounced. It is not the spelling, but the sound of that spelling which determines whether it takes a or an an. NF. NF. Now, why did we put an F? Because when you pronounce F, what do you hear before F? A. F. Right? A sound. Right? And F. You don't say F. You say F. So, that sound is what determines whether you takes an F, takes an or an A. So, when you say F, but if you say, you will say a friend, F sound. So, it is not F sound there, right? Friend. So, it's a friend. But when you say F, it takes, the sound is A. So, that is why it takes an F. And an 8, as we already discussed, a, 8. So, an 8, it takes an. So, I hope with this you are clear on whether you use a or an. Similarly, a small ice cream, and a small begins with the consonant S, so the article is, though it is ice cream, a small begins with an article, S, the consonant sound, so it is a small ice cream. So if you would just ice cream, you would say an ice cream, I want an ice cream, not a ice cream. But because we put small there, the sound before, the word immediately before the article is a consonant, you have a or an. It is a word immediately following the article that should be looked at. Similarly, an official film, O is an official, is a vowel sound, so it takes an. These are some more things that count and uncountable nouns, like I love to sail over the water, some specific body of water. I love to sail. He spilled the milk all over the floor, or he spilled milk all over the floor. So, okay, if both are correct, because he spilled the milk all over the floor means some milk that you were talking about, the one that you spoke earlier or you bought earlier. He spilled milk all over the floor, that it means any milk, okay. So, countable nouns, whenever we say liquids, you can't count, you don't say the milk, the wine. Whichever you can't count, you don't use the. And similarly, equipment, sand or wood, which are too large, you can't count sand, you can't count equipment, you can't count. So, which is too many in number, you don't use the word the. Okay? Too large or numerous to count. Similarly, with you use a or an with indefinite article only for singular nouns, and whenever you want to add some, modify some uncountable nouns, you use some. Give me some water. Give me a little water. So you use a little water. Okay? Give me some water. So you can use a or an with not a news or a water, but a piece of news. A bottle of water, a grain of rice. You don't say give me a rice. You say give me a grain of rice, or let me see a grain of rice. Okay, so for that you can use the article, but not for something that is uncountable. You do not use a or an. Like, please give me some water. Please give me a water is wrong. As you can see, a water is wrong and some water is correct. I'd like some milk, please. She has some sand, not has air here. Give me an air now. Give me some air now. So, these do not take articles. There are places where you do not need an article. Which are the places? Like you don't say a India or the India. You just say India. I live in India. You don't say I live in a India or I live in the India, right? So names of countries or continents do not take any article. Continents, Asia, North America, South America, Africa, they do not take any names of countries and states. You don't say a Andhra Pradesh or the Andhra Pradesh. Similarly, cities and towns, London, Hyderabad, you don't say the Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a lovely town or city, a beautiful city. So you don't say a Hyderabad. Similarly, single mountains, Kanchenjunga, the Himalaya, whenever you mention single mountains, you do not need an article. No article is needed. Similarly, single lakes. So single lakes also do not take a. So single islands, if you are talking about a single island, Jamaica is a beautiful island. You don't say the Jamaica or a Jamaica, understand? Or Cyprus, Madagascar, these are islands, but they are single islands. For those single islands, you do not use any article. They do not take any article. Similarly, when you don't need articles when you talk about things in general like milk, we already discussed names of games do not take any article. I like to play basketball, a basketball, not that. I like to play basketball. Or when names of countries, we already saw that. Even before the name of a language, I want to learn English, not the English or a English. Or I learned a French in school. Wrong. I learned French in school. So languages also do not take an article. Remember that. And then railway stations also, place names, you do not use the. Before names of meals like dinner, lunch, breakfast, do not take the or a. No article is needed. Also before a noun, the laboratory is in room number 6 on the 3rd floor. Room 6 on the 3rd floor. It does not take an article. So quiz time. Let's quickly do this quiz. I'm sure you will do it very well. So what is the first one? Which is the right answer? New York is dash city. Today's English syllabus is what you learnt yesterday, prepositions, and the day before yesterday, prepositions and articles. Okay? So easy, right? Very easy. So which is the correct one here? New York is a large city. Okay? Dash man is mortal. What article does it take? Does it take a, the, no article, all of the above? Those who said the New York, remember I told you names of New York is a state, right? Names of states or countries do not take the. So New York is, if I would say the largest city, then that would be right. You know, superlatives will take the. But I'm just saying it's a large city. I'm not saying it is the largest. If I were to say it is the largest city, then it would take the. Otherwise it takes only a. What is the second one? Man is mortal. So here it does not take an article. This is the right answer. No article. Because man is general. We already saw that the rich, the famous, they do not take, it takes the. But here man, it takes no article. When we are talking of, when we say mankind or man, it does not take any article. So Kiran is here, again this is something we already learned. Kiran, what does it take here? The. Whenever the best, best is a superlative, right? Whenever there is a superlative, it takes the best student in the class. He is, we already studied this, he is a European, even though E is a vowel, it does not, when you pronounce it, it does not make a vowel sound. It is pronounced like a consonant sound, European. So he is a European. Similarly, Karan will arrive. Here, do we pronounce the H in an R? No, right? So that is why he will arrive. Karan will arrive in an R. In an R, because H is silent. And I live in an apartment. See, when do we use, here what do we use? We use the, because we are using it for the second time. We've already spoke, now we are talking about the apartment for the second time, so we use the. And they usually spend their holidays in the mountains because it is plural. The only sport we enjoy, a hockey or the hockey? No hockey, no article is right. You do not need an article here. The sport we enjoy is hockey. You don't need an article there. So that's all for today. I hope you got all those right, and all the best for your test later in the afternoon. I'm sure you'll do very well. You already know articles. This was sort of a revision for all of you. So I hope you will remember all these things and write the test well. See you all tomorrow. Bye.